The churches of Alabama will have their broken steeples mended and their congregations whole. And here in New Orleans, the streetcars will once again rumble down St. Charles, and the passionate soul of a great city will return. My family gets to see them live.
My son needs clothes. I came to the house to get clothes for my son.
There's a Salvation Army Center that I want you to tell you where it is, and we want you to know it's in there. They'll get you some help. We all know that. I'm sorry for you.
I don't have anything.
Well, they'll help you. All right, hang in there.
It appeared that nothing was done. It took 3 days, 4 days, and they said they didn't even know about it. Michael Brown said he didn't know about it for several days after it occurred. It's just ridiculous. It's amazing that that can go on in this country at the highest level of government. And here, one of the most beautiful cities and historic cities in the country is let to sit in water.
I think they spin it in such a way that there's other information that besides just that, and I don't think they want the American people to really focus on that particular briefing. But you and I both know that that doesn't really hold a lot of water.
I also think that the reason that we're getting money in the dribs and drabs is that Washington doesn't want to admit that they knew, because then the liability is 1,000% theirs. And by giving the money in dribs and drabs, it's a way of giving us the money we need without admitting fault, and it actually makes them look like the good guys. Look at how much money we've given to the Gulf Coast area as a result of our administration. So it was pretty disappointing. And I'm a pretty big Bush fan, but I was pretty let down by yesterday's news.
President Bush don't need to be the president no more, because President Bush ain't doing his job. We got the whole coastline destroyed. I'm out here starving, hungry. I finally got me a bottle of water and able to call my mama.
Robert, where do you live? I mean, what's the problem right now? Where do you live?
Right off Porter Avenue on Judge Siegel. And I mean, my apartment's still standing, but I ain't got no hope. I'm finna leave. If I can get gas and leave, I mean...
So you need gasoline, you're not getting gasoline, what else?
The police are buying up every drop of gas that is out there. They're mobbing the stores and they won't let no one get no gas. I'm stuck here now because I ain't got no gas. I'm looking at that black car back there and I'm finna go get me some gas. Believe that, and it ain't looting, it's surviving.
Around New Orleans, the rebuilding never stops. Ken Dorsey's among dozens of volunteers rebuilding 5 homes just this weekend, one for every year since Katrina's misery began.
We could see that that big red thing was on top of our house.
This big red thing, a barge that crashed through a levee and parked itself on top of Dorsey's house. 5 years later, a new improved system of levees and flood walls protects New Orleans neighborhoods.
We would hope that it's able to hold up.
It better. This house going up, protected by a levee, is Ken Dorsey's. Now about half complete, the city's rebuilt flood protection system will cost $14.6 billion. But by next year's hurricane season, it's supposed to be able to stop a 100-year flood.
Is New Orleans safer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Colonel Ed Fleming's the new commander here of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
This is a reliable system, it's a resilient system, and it is tied in all areas.
But after the levees failed, a federal judge blamed the Corps for mismanaging the patchwork barrier system that collapsed, for creating the disaster. But it's not just the Corps now rebuilding reputations. Take Mike Brown, who found infamy in a presidential attaboy.
And Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
Yes, if you go watch that tape again, you'll see me kind of wince like...
This Mike Brown, the former FEMA director.
They ran the bus over me a little bit because I was asking for things. I was telling them what we needed.
Brown says all government agencies involved in Katrina's second disaster, the response, learned a great deal from Katrina. The question from Ken Dorsey and so many other people here, whether those agencies learned enough.